Hi everyone, your GM Grant here. As you know, on May 26, Israel continued their genocide of Palestine with an attack on Rafah, a place that should have been a safe haven. And make no mistake, this was not an accident, it is yet another named massacre in an ongoing list of named massacres from the Israeli government. There are several great causes out there raising funds for Palestinian families, one of which comes, once again, from our friend Jess the Human. This past Saturday on June 1st, Jess launched TTRPGs for Palestine on itch. For just $10, you will be given access to over 500 incredible TTRPGs and modules. On top of that, all the funds from this fundraiser are going to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. We at Game Master Monday strongly urge you to donate to this cause and the many others that will be made known via social media as more and more needs arise. I truly believe we will see a free Palestine in our lifetime as we keep pressure on public figures to support and speak out. In the meantime, please do what you can to help, whether that be a social media post, a donation to a good charity, or just simply spreading the word and putting pressure on politicians and public figures. These sorts of things help literal families and children in need. Thank you. Welcome to Game Master Monday, the podcast where we play a new one-shot in a new system with a new cast every episode. Today we are playing Pantheon by Harper F. Germain, and my players are this wonderful group of people who I'm now going to have them introduce themselves to you. We'll start with you, Ale.
Oh God, fuck, okay.
It's alphabetical, I'm sorry.
Incredible. I should be used to it by now, you would think. My name is Ale or Alejandra. I am one half of the Table Talk podcast, where we are a TTRPG discussion podcast, just talking about literally everything but playing. And yeah, that's me.
Hi, my name is An, also known as Anduin. I'm the creator of the TTRPG channel Roll D5, ROLE D5, where we specialize in playing indie TTRPGs.
Yo, the name's Extell, pronouns are he, him. I am staff at Altered Echo Archives, mainly the social media manager, where I play in our main staple game, Empyrean Rising, where I play Jax, is a wild time.
Oh, I am trying to find the remnants of the dice that I need. I am Mariah. I'm the other half of Table Talk. I was really just feeling around in this monstrous dice bag. It's not full, it's just large. Don't judge me. I am the other half of Table Talk. Like Ollie said, you can find us anywhere podcasts are hosted and all the socials at Table Talk RPG. And I'm very interested to see what's going to happen tonight.
Hell yeah.
Hello, my name is Rosie. Please feel free to call me Rosie for short. I use she, her pronouns, and this is going up the first Monday in June, right, Grant?
Yes.
In that case, I'm not yet anywhere else because I will be a cast member on Magnificence. Episode 1 is coming out this Friday if you're listening to this the week it comes out.
Hell yeah, it counts.
Hello, my name is Ross. I'm the GM and co-host of Blades of Mayari, a Filipino-Canadian-led actual play podcast inspired by pre-colonial Filipino mythology. You can catch us anywhere at Blades of Mayari, Mayari.
I am super stoked to have this group of people here today. There's a whole bunch of folks who I know are seasoned veterans of the craft, masters of storytelling, and complete and utter chaos goblins, because we're playing Pantheon today. What the hell even is Pantheon? Well, let me tell you. Pantheon is a one-shot TTRPG played with, now bear with me here, folks, 4 game masters. 4 of them. And the best part is we don't know who they are yet. Everyone here has prepped either a little mini campaign or will be a player in some capacity, or just an NPC map maker shit thrower extraordinaire. How our game is going to work here tonight is all 7 of us are going to roll a d20. Whoever rolls the highest number will be henceforth known as the main god of our Pantheon. You will be the one calling the shots, making NPCs, telling us what we can and cannot see, your usual Game Master fare. That person is then going to be in charge of choosing 3 heroes. And I will leave it up to that Game Master for how they want to do that. They can ask us to present who our heroes are. They can pick us at random. Whatever is the vibe, they are in charge at that point after all. The heroes who are selected will work as our players here tonight, which will leave us with 3 other folks. Those 3 will be the minor gods of our campaign, and they can do just about anything they want whenever they want, besides deliberately try and break the main GM's thing. So they can play NPCs, they can throw obstacles in there every now and again, they can do usual Game Master stuff besides steering the plot. Everyone on board with that?
Shitting bricks, but yes.
Fantastic.
We were all picking our d20s that roll the lowest.
Right,
Yeah, really.
everyone here does not want to be the person
I
in
have
charge
my
for
cursed
some reason.
child, and if she rolls high, I will disown her.
It's a race to the fucking bottom right now.
Without further ado and that wonderful intro out of the way, grab your d20, let's fucking go. Go ahead and roll
Let's
for
do
it.
it.
Ah,
Ale, what did you roll?
Got a 2, baby.
A
Dangerously
2.
close to that 20, though. Like, it made me shit myself. The
Flirting
20
with
is
destiny.
looking at me, but it's a 2.
On, what did you roll?
A 1.
Look at you.
Nice.
Excellent. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2. That's a good time.
Another 2? Mariah?
I got a 4.
You're in the lead.
Don't say that.
Rosie?
I got a 7, and I swear to God, I just found out this game exists like an hour and a half ago, you
You got
guys.
this. We believe in you.
I keep doing this to Rosie for some
Yeah.
reason, you know? Last minute, hey, learn this. All right, Ross, what'd you roll?
Well, I got a 15.
Thank
So,
God.
Grant, you had a 16, I suppose.
I have incredible news for all of you. Against all odds, despite me stacking the deck to finally get a break from my own goddamn prison, I rolled a nat 20.
No.
Wow. Wow.
So
That
I will
was
be your
divine
game master.
intervention. That was the gods interfering right there.
Literally.
Yeah.
I will take the mantle. If it must be a 20, then so be it. I will be your game master here for Pantheon. So let me introduce the major god of the Pantheon. I am Loosieus, the god of chillin' and having a good time.
What a bro.
Incredible.
What a bro.
Yo.
This man wears whatever the I was gonna say medieval, but we're doing before medieval. The ancient version of board shorts and flip flops. He is wearing just like a toga that's been cut in half to look like a tank top. He has long, flowing, bleach blonde hair, a little necklace he made himself, and he is looking over the world that he is in control of, and he sees one persistent problem in the world, and it's time for him to choose his champions. And I decided beforehand that I was going to be completely fair about it, so I just went ahead and assigned everyone to a d6. So that's
yeah.
how I'm going to assign the gods.
Hell yeah.
First of all, how dare you?
God has a system.
The gods of the dice determined you were god, and therefore you will use the dice to determine your
Fair
champions.
is fair,
There
you
you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
As are the ways. Amen.
Amen. So what I'll have
is the
us
way.
do here is I will roll the dice and I will tell you who I got. Just go ahead and walk up and describe your champion for me. Your champions will have like a general vibe, a name. If you were using the Pantheon book, they might have a certain power tied to them, like Defender or something like that. So just give me that when you walk up to the plate here. Starting with Rosie.
It's me! Oh my gosh!
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so touched to be chosen this day. Okay, my chosen one is Eloise. She is about 60 years old, which is impressive in ancient times. She has probably 3 or 4 kids of her own, and like maybe 1 grandkid at this point. They haven't sped things along too fast. And her husband went off to sea and never came back. And she was like,
there.
well, this is my job now. And so she carries around, she used to sit at home spinning the wool, but now she has become the shepherdess of this small island she's from, I guess. She has taken over as the mayor. You know, she's got that big shepherd staff that she'll beat a man with. She is a hitter.
Good for her.
Hell yeah.
Good for her.
That took a turn, I know, but
For the audience's benefit, Hitter is one of the abilities you can choose in this game. Whenever she makes an attack, she can double the number she rolled for damage. Alright, let's find our next hero, shall we? Okay, I rolled for Extell to be our next champion.
Hello. So, let me tell you something. No one, and I mean no one, is gonna get past me. The name's Timothy, and I am your designated defender. I think that's the thing.
Hell
yeah. Listen, I stop bar fights all the time. I'm a bouncer of sorts, you know, and I'm used to taking hits. No one ever gets past me, and my job is always done. And when my boss pays me at the end of the day, he says, good job. And then I cry a little. Because I miss my dad. But that's beside the point.
Timothy, the defender of the chill vibes.
Literally stops bar fights, yeah.
Defender of chill vibes.
You know?
Yeah.
I love him immediately. Alright, our final champion will be On.
Yes! Excellent! My character is Atlas, a tall young woman adorned in gold and is quite pretentious. She's a healer, but really hates getting her hands dirty, but it was probably the better route to go to besides any of her other options. She's a
Fair.
rich bitch.
That's fair.
Incredible.
We respect it. And just for the audience's benefit, for our defender and healer, all damage rolls against Timothy are cut in half, then rounded up. And for our healer, she may choose to roll a d8 to recover damage for any friendly party. Just general rules here. Everything else is strictly vibes. Which leaves us with the minor gods of the Pantheon. We'll start with you, Ale.
Incredible. Okay. So my minor god is actually a collection of 3 that act as one. Similar to the Fates, they're called Gri, Mo, and Ra, Grimora. And they are the minor goddesses of vengeful pettiness.
I like that.
Here to wreck the chill
I'm
vibes.
vibing. I'm vibing with that, though.
Actively
This is
standing
chaos.
against my mission in life
I like to think of them as like they have versions of like the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, and then they're constantly scrying. Think of a magical version of the TikTok whenever women just turn around and they've got a whole fucking FBI situation.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
just a lot of scrying, a lot of crystals, a lot of runes, revealing everybody's tea and truth, and then chasing down that shit.
These are my kind of goddesses.
I wish you wouldn't do that, though. It's like, let people live, you know? Mariah, who is your minor god?
Okay. I've just pulled together all of my random ideas. So my minor goddess is Accordia, and so she's a goddess of kind of sounds and soundscaping. So at times music. So she works with the muses, but also like the sounds of nature and just like cultivating the vibe. However that may be for whatever is most entertaining. So she's a bit of a wild card, I think.
I super love that. That could go any kind of direction.
Yes.
And finally, Ross, who is your minor god?
Yeah, my minor god is borrowed, I suppose, from a different pantheon and has incorporated into this one. They are Magtinda, the god of commerce. Magtinda is also known as the fair merchant, the grand bazaar, the corner store, the debt collector, and the vault of treasures. He speaks slowly and calmly, despises capitalism, and is very, very interested in ensuring that everybody gets their fair shake.
I love it. I'm very quickly realizing I did not think big enough, and I love that for what we've got going on here tonight. Okay, now let me give you your introductory scene. You are called to the Temple of Vibes, the Chill Coliseum, if you will, the Chilliseum. It is sitting on the top of a large hill. It bears a striking resemblance to a Margaritaville. Upon entering, you are all given your favorite type of beverage, alcoholic or otherwise. Just whatever you were thinking of drinking before you walked in, poof, it's there in your hand. Sitting at the head of the bar-restaurant is Loosieus, the god of chill vibes and a good time. Surrounded, of course, by three severely more intimidating and serious-looking gods who seem to have the kind of visage of the person who knows they should have been promoted, but they went with the personality hire instead.
Correct.
There's a very pointed commentary here as I look across the other gods.
I think Accordia is like laying on top of the bar and just sort of turning up people's conversations and turning down others. Like a couple that's having a bad date, she's like turning down one of them so they can't hear each other, and then is like turning up the very like fantasy Jimmy Buffett-esque music and like that kind of thing.
The three champions will make their way to the head of the table, as it were. Lucius has his feet on the table and is leaning back in his chair. He's wearing shoes. Just a chill vibe here. He's got his arms behind his head like, oh, hey, you made it. Cool. Thanks for showing up, guys. Pleasure to have you. So I have a big problem, and I need like the three raddest dudes in the kingdom to take care of it for me. Do you think y'all can handle that?
I've never been called rad in my entire life, and I don't exactly want to start now.
Hey, fair enough. Would you prefer tubular?
No.
I give the traditional greeting of the god of chill vibes, which is tilting my chin up and going, sup.
Sa! I see you're part of the church.
Does it pay?
Yeah, dude, totally.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure we can figure that out.
Yeah.
I don't think the god of chill vibes keeps track of that sort of thing much.
I put my hand up, and as the god of commerce, I say it definitely will.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's how we keep him here.
I got you.
He's really good about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you and I like you.
I'm more of a
I
big
like you as
picture
well.
guy, you know?
Yes, your heads are always in the clouds.
Yes.
I get it because of all the never mind, I can't say that legally. So anyway,
Oh.
here's the deal. There's a guy in the kingdom, and you know, this is a kingdom that, like, you know, we don't do like wars, we don't do like famine, we take care of each other. Not since the incident. No, that was that's kind of why I'm here now. But this is a guy who's running around, going to parties and stuff, just being kind of like a general buzzkill. And I think that we need to kill the buzzkill. You dig me?
As long as I don't get blood on my robes, sure.
Quite frankly, I don't care how you do it. It's not my business how you do it. Let me give you a picture of him. He snaps his fingers and a scroll appears next to him all floaty and it magically unravels. And you see just a real shithead. Just like a piece of shit looking motherfucker. Just an annoying face, like bad hair. He's emitting an aura that's like, I don't want to talk to this guy.
I think he went to high school with my son.
I think he has a general vibe of like a lot of people in your life who are shitty. So like to me, he looks like this kid in high school who broke my surfboard.
How
Yeah,
That's the worst,
I have a
yeah.
page in my book that defines what a person with debt looks like, and Magtinda pulls up his book and is like, it's identical. Yeah. So, yeah.
Something about him makes me just want to just punch him.
Yeah, he's got a very punchable face.
Yeah.
I was showing this picture to Gree and Mo and Ra earlier, and they all shrieked.
That makes sense, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Is generous.
It is a sound they make a lot.
This is Vericles Obnoxious.
Oh.
Vericles. Yes, he in fact does have a lot of debt. Magtinda's just like looking through his papers again. But yeah.
One of the most annoying
So-
things you can have.
The so Vericles is kind of killing the buzz. Sure,
He's wrecking
But,
the vibe. He's being a buzzkill.
wrecking the vibe,
He's just
squaring
being an
around
awkward
hole,
guy.
being
know.
awkward and uncomfortable at parties.
Yeah.
It looks
Is-
like there's like 50 different people that he owes them all $5.
Yeah, he keeps like walking up to people saying, "Hey, can I borrow $5 so I can take the bus or like I don't know the chariot?" And like then he
Yeah.
takes the chariot. You don't see him for a few weeks. You don't think about the $5, but then like it starts to add up.
Sort of habitual.
Yeah, but I am curious though. Oh, High Lord, whether
Yeah, you can call me
his,
Lucius, dude.
Lucius. Is his actions? Do his actions require death? Are those equivalent? It sounds like he's just an annoying person.
You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about this, so I appreciate you asking. And he like high fives you, and he goes, "Yeah, definitely."
No.
No high five. It's like,
He like
whacks
picks
your
up
shoulder.
your hand to high five.
Yeah. You know, I know that when people hear we gotta kill this guy, you know, there's a certain like connotation that comes with it. I don't carry that lightly, but trust me, once you talk to him for like 10 minutes, you'll be like, "Oh my god, this guy should not be a thing that is."
Just a thing that is.
Just-
Yeah, he should not be.
He looks easy to draw.
He does look easy to draw.
Oh man, that would be so painful if somebody said that to me.
Yeah.
He like pulls up like a bunch of runes, and it depicts a myriad of faces. He's got at least 20 nemesis that just have formally declared, mostly
That's a
due to the
lot.
$5.
Fair enough, $5
That's
is
a
a lot of
lot.
money.
Never give anyone money without knowing they could pay you back first.
I think that's the problem, is that this looks like he's a guy who could pay them back but didn't.
It's
I'm
'cause he borrowed
saying.
$5 from everybody else.
Oh, that's even worse.
Could he just pay the money back?
I can help him do that, certainly.
You know, listen, if that's part of like the hero's journey here or whatever, like that's an option. I will say I sent someone to go like ask him for the money back, and like when he knocked on the door, he said nobody's home, which makes no sense because if nobody was home, how could he answer?
That's
Well,
true.
that's obviously a lie.
What a trick.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
much does he owe?
Well, 20 nemesis times $5
Just
each.
$100.
Yeah, at least. And that's just from
And
the
this
sworn
is-
enemies.
This is ancient times, remember, so inflation hasn't happened yet.
I'm pretty sure I could
True.
just sneeze up that amount.
No, I am not. I did not call you here to pay off a shitty dude.
Oh no, I'm
debt.
not gonna do
Oh,
it.
thank goodness.
No,
She just
gross.
wanted you to know she could.
Disgusting.
Yes,
Which, fair enough.
basically.
So we don't have to kill him, puts away sword.
I would prefer you kill him. That's what
I
I'm
mean,
charging you to do.
A little bit of petty vengeance for those who he owes.
Maybe an arm.
Ooh.
If you can
So-
just bring
Is
me
it our
evidence.
petty
that he-
vengeance? I look at the trio of fates.
Well, it would have to be his dominant arm, so then he can't reach out with it and ask for money.
Aid in your venture, I can summon probably a couple of these nemesis.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like
And they
it.
can decide what we do to him. Got it. Yeah. That seems fair.
She kind of, one of them like waves their hand, and like a set of three women show up, all ex-girlfriends of this man.
Whatever they're saying, Accordia just will amplify it a little bit.
This will be fun because, as we know, the minor gods can play any NPC they want or ask anyone to play the NPC. So, Ale, floor is yours for the three ex-girlfriends of Veracles of Noxious.
Oh yeah, he has a very broad range of tastes. Like you see a very like small petite woman. There's one that's 100% a muscle mommy, and she's like 6'6" for some reason, and then like a very voluptuous, very sultry a woman. And all three of them kind of look at each other in surprise at being summoned. And then once they see the image of Veracles of Noxious, they're just like raging, and they're like, he owes so much child support between the three of them.
Sounds
we
like
might
more
have
than
to kill him
$5.
then.
Oh,
Well,
no.
even worse.
Might have to.
I think
I have the receipts right here.
Are you having
a
him
little
pay
bit
up?
of a little bit of murders, okay, so that the children can
Yes.
get their inheritance.
Is there anything to
Yeah.
inherit? Are we clear on that?
Oh, he could pay the support. That's what makes him so shitty.
Yeah, like, I'm
Yeah.
agnostic on the killing or not killing, but
Same.
like, is the killing gonna help anyone get their money?
But here, also no. I know from experience that that's not the case. Legally, also not allowed to talk about that. However, what could be fun is a little bit of torture as a way to work off said sums for the rest of his days.
I mean, I'd rather his children just inherit the money.
there is nothing to inherit. He's flat broke.
I have the
Allegedly.
receipts once again.
Yeah, can you like shed some light on this dude's financial situation? Because it sounds like we're debating on whether we're debt collectors or like hitmen or like what's going on here.
The problem is his debt is circular. He seems to owe others, and they owe him, and then it goes around and around and around. And for fair trade, that seems okay when it's agreed upon. But in this case, he has taken liberties with some of the agreements. So,
Wait, it says here he's
Essentially-
the son of Ponzius. Is that correct?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Ponzius the schemer. Yeah, that dude sucked.
Ponzius a schemer. Oh, my goodness.
yes, that's where he inherited a lot of his tactics.
We could all agree castration.
I'm cool with that.
The three women nod.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
They're like, this man
Seems
needs to
fine.
stop making children, actually.
All right, we'll put it to a vote. All in favor of castrating Veracles of Noxious, raise your hand.
3 hands
Yes.
for Grimoire and 3 hands amongst...
What's cool when
Yeah.
Grimora votes is like anytime she votes, as long as one person also votes with her, she wins. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
democracy.
You get your way.
So, do we
Atlas,
have any
Atlas.
sort of... Does the child support caseworker have any leads on where he is located currently?
The child support caseworker, I don't know. Let me summon him. He like snaps his finger, and like an out of like wrong genre guy appears. That's a guy in a gray suit, like just like worn out eyes and like a like sweat stains under his armpits and like a loose
Steve
tie.
from accounting.
Yeah, briefcase.
Yeah. Yeah, exact
Yeah.
briefcase. It's like I'm gonna borrow this guy.
Yes. Wait. I was just working at my desk. Where?
Hello.
Hey, are you the caseworker for
hello?
Veracles Obnoxious?
Veracles Obnoxious. Yes. Yeah, I believe. And he like starts to shuffle through his scrolls. Oh god damn, it's this one. And he takes out a gigantic roll of paper. Yes, Veracles Obnoxious. Yes, this is him. And he just rolls it, and it rolls like infinitely forward.
Oh,
this,
dear.
Like goes out the door, down the stairs that led up to the temple.
How many kisses is gonna have?
Trips a guy.
yes,
So you do
yes, I
provide
believe-
contraceptives readily available for your mortals, don't you?
Yeah, I keep putting them in like the bathrooms for people to just grab. You would think they would use it.
Yes, I've seen them. Yeah, they're there.
Even he knows.
Yes, but has he ever used them?
Yes, I use them all the time.
Apparently not.
Whoops.
Now, this gentleman has a very respectable career. And we don't need to dunk on him so much.
No, I was just saying he fucks. I don't see what the problem is.
No. I don't think it's that. Not only doesn't he use them, I don't think he needs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
to.
misunderstood. I thought we were talking about the child support worker.
Oh no, he's cool.
I was.
You were, yeah.
Oh, I should probably return him to his own time. Hang on, snaps his fingers.
Oh, is it? Disappears.
Okay, I should probably let you all know where Veracles' next known location will be. So he hands all of you little leaflets, scrolls.
Oh no, I don't like to be handed things.
Okay. Then
You just
I will
put it down on the table over there.
Sure.
Sure.
Accordia leans to Grimoire and like that one.
Oh, thanks.
I do like that one actually, and I think very subtly, I'll say it's Mo, comes up behind Atlas and places her delicate hands on their shoulders, and you receive Mo's blessing, and you're going to get a magic item in your pocket.
Hey.
Yay!
Yeah, it's going to be a small scroll that if you can get anyone to start writing on it, their deepest secrets will be revealed to you.
Motherfucker.
So, Timothy is our DD. Designated defender.
Yeah.
That's me.
But do you also have a chariot license? Is that how we're getting out of here, or?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Timothy does not have a license, but he drives still.
Good for
Who is
him.
he? Me in high school? So the pamphlet you've been handed here is an invitation to a party that I know he's gonna be at, and I know he's gonna be at because it's a birthday party from one of his estranged children, and he's trying to make it right or whatever. So he's gonna be there, but when adults throw a birthday party for a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old, so it's really still more for the adults than it is the kid because they don't form memories yet. It's that kind of party.
Gotcha.
Oh great.
Yes,
The one thing I
definitely.
don't like in this world, children.
Little family gathering. That sounds.
Oh, from what I hear, it's gonna be a rager.
Yeah, there'll be balloons, but also a lot of liquor. All
Yes,
available
it's-
liquor will be there. And also probably a dinosaur.
It's gonna be a DJ.
There's need to be a bouncer there. I declined.
So,
Yeah, I would also decline that gig if I had to do between that and working for the gods for sure.
Yeah.
so a couple of
Sure.
clarifying questions. High Lord Lucius.
You can just call me Lucius, bro.
Will not.
Lucius.
I will not be dressed.
Everyone's no, I refuse.
I will add more
Not-
titles the next time.
Yeah, Lucius the High Lord. I imagine that you would like that the double entendre.
Sure, man. What's up, dude?
I'm just curious. You are at the seat of this Pantheon's power. Could you
Yeah.
not just snap and make him chill or disappear? It just feels like there's something a little bit more going on here.
Could we recommend a smite, perhaps?
A
He
smite.
pulls
that
you
would be-
specifically aside, and it's listen, man. Yeah, I could definitely do that, but it's so much more fun to get mortals to do stuff for you. They could
Matinda kind of chills and it's like, bro, yeah, I know, man, but
I'm using my god powers to keep the peace. Let me just have this
Dude.
one thing.
God,
Accordia has
jeez.
floated into the physically floated in behind you to be nosy and is sort of funneling that in
Accordia, I swear to God.
she's still floating. We have a godly game of telephone going, the tin can telephone, so that Grimoire can also hear. And it's
She's
Yeah,
extrapolating everything.
Totally. I don't think Magtinda. I think he puts on the persona when mortals are around, but it seems pretty
Right.
chill. Yeah, it's okay, so it's just kind of a wild goose chase, a little bit of fun, a little bit of blood.
I mean, there's a guy
Just
out
chill.
there and he sucks and he should
I know,
probably
fuck
die.
that guy, right?
But if I kill
Yeah,
him, then
no, I
it's
know.
gonna be so the gods just arbitrarily kill whoever they want. But if they kill him,
Totally.
castrate. You just a
or castrate him,
well placed little zap.
yeah.
Public.
Well,
That's true.
In front of
Yeah,
many
that's true.
witnesses. And his
Yeah.
many children.
guys, I promise
Absolutely.
the next womanizing finagler we got our hands on, we will do a public god castration. But for this one, can we just have some fun?
Yeah. I got you.
The last one was so lively.
They can.
The last one is why we only have 4 gods now instead of 5, so I just do not want to relive that day.
We played a lovely round of tennis with them afterwards. It was wonderful.
You say
nice.
lovely,
Yeah.
I say that god had a literal hole in his chest.
Yeah.
They heal. That's fine.
Yes, that's true.
He'll get better.
Eventually, but to the
Hello, can you all stop, whispering without us?
Yeah.
I think Accordia's like, oh, sorry, we're being terribly rude. And she'll
excuse
sort of
us.
like, so you can hear some of what's going on. Yeah.
You said you were given a choice between this and another job offer. I wasn't given a choice. I was just like, hey, they were just like, hey, your husband's dead and you're the chosen one. What the fuck?
Oh, that's cool. I'm just a bouncer. I just do stuff, on occasion. So I think this is the 3rd time the guys have called me in to do something. There are rarely any people who can take a hit out there, so yeah, I'm like.
Has no one told him he's chosen also? Does he
Oh,
actually
no.
think he's just a bouncer?
I mean, he's just available. Timothy's down for anything. I love that guy.
I'm just down for anything. I hear the guys love me.
I don't like being chosen. I like to do the choosing.
Lucius releases you all out of the temple. You are given the invitation to the party. You can get here however you choose. There are, of course, chariots you can summon. You can walk to this place. This is it's a house party basically. There's like a lovely chateau built near the coast of wherever the hell we are, and it's got like several layers on it. Like some of you might be familiar with this place, mostly Timothy, who's definitely bounced at this location before. Atlas has probably been invited to this house on certain occasions. It's kind of a local legend, and it's been rented out for a large-scale birthday party. A bunch of people who are well connected in the area are just bringing a bunch of their toddlers to celebrate under the guise of let's all get fucking blasted at this party. So you know where this place is.
I was imagining like a backyard barbecue.
This is slightly better, but if one of those cretins touches me, they also might die.
Please
Just
don't
kidding, I
kill
wouldn't
children.
do that.
They haven't learned to suck
I'm-
yet. They can learn to not suck.
Kidding.
Still there for a
I'm
murder of years.
kidding.
I don't think she was kidding.
I have rules for myself, and I won't kill anyone under the age of 18.
That's fair enough.
Respectable.
It's a good rule.
Gotta draw the line somewhere.
Respectable.
That's all who's allowed in the clubs anyway, too.
So we have an invite, but
When we start to approach and get closer, a couple of things start to stand out. There's just a shit ton of people here. It seems like nearby villages and towns have started to pour out into this this complex. It's not just a house, but a series of houses and gardens and plazas. Timothy, I think that you would start to notice that the organized underbelly of all of these nearby areas have also started to gather. And in fact, when we look ahead, the head of a syndicate of merchants is the one that is hosting this party.
Oh shit, this guy's connected.
It's this guild. Excellent. Well, I have no qualms killing them, definitely.
I'm imagining the gauze just kind of
With them.
floating like 6 feet behind
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
That's
you got like a
sort of
Navi vibe going on here.
Oh no, I'm walking. I am participating.
Joining the party.
I'm eating. The gods will participate.
I will say for my end, Lucius is definitely still at the Chateau de Buffet. He's just absolutely just chilling at that table, like looking at like I don't know a crystal like oyster pearl as he's just observing everything.
It's like a little rune depicting everything that's going on with them. So we're like back chilling at the wherever we were, but we can monitor and interact. as we
But
see
you do
fit.
have our accountant.
Yeah, I think Accordia would have gone with him to get, like, she's not really corporeal, but you would hear just sort of, like, the breeze or, like, chimes or, like, the music, like, the sound would flex around you, and that's how you would kind of place where she's at. And then, like, as we're approaching the party and, like, it's kind of in her domain a bit, I think she would just brush a hand over sort of each of your shoulders and, like, wave you forward, and the music would sort of pop to, like, announce you almost unofficially, and you would be let in.
Walk to the front of the line.
Atlas would go in first.
There is a bouncer there. And, you know, you are being let into the party. Whispers have been put into this person's ear. But he is just kind of, like, standing there and, like, almost goes into a trance and goes, "Can I see your invitation, please?"
Only if you ask nicely.
Is there a nicer way to ask than by saying please?
Yes.
What is it?
Figure it out.
Could I pretty please see your invitation?
Grovel.
I can see you're a bit of an idiot, so I will accept that. Here is my invitation, and she will... Eloise, will you please show the wonderful bouncer the invitation?
Only if you ask nicely.
No.
No.
Alright, I guess I'll stand here all day, and she starts to lean against a brick wall.
I'll walk up to the bouncer. I'm like, "Yo, Jimothy, come on, it's me."
It's your cousin.
Jimothy.
Jimothy, like, comes out of his trance and he goes, "Oh, Timothy, hi. Oh, are you with
All
them?"
bouncers
Those two?
are just an iteration of
Yeah.
Timothy.
There's
All
26 of
bouncers
them.
are
They're
hive
all Officer
mind.
Jenny's.
And there's
Yeah.
Carmen.
There's
Nordine,
Joyce and-
there's there's Tomothy. Is great.
Timothy,
Christophy,
Christophy,
Jonathy,
Bimothy.
yeah,
Jonathan.
Brenanathy, yeah.
This is the episode now.
Yeah, Jimothy, come on, yeah, these they're with me. It's fine.
All right,
we got
okay, that's
invitations.
fine.
Yeah, here you just take them, you know.
Yeah, normally I'm better at this. I don't know what happened. Like, something went, like, in one ear out the other. Yeah, man, if they're with you, how'd you get in there, dude? It's getting pretty ruckus already.
Are there like a lot of bad people in there? I see some stuff happening. You know, some people.
Yeah,
in there.
we all manner of people. We got rich guys, we got bad guys, we got annoying guys, we got a lot of kids.
Who's the most annoying guy in there? Can you point him out to me?
Veracles.
Oh yeah, okay. You know where he's at?
I heard him say, like, he was coming through here, and the first thing he asked me was, "Where's the bathroom?" And I told him, "I don't live here, man. I'm just working." And then he went and walked past me. So I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds like him. All right. See ya.
Good luck, man. I don't know when I find him.
It's like
Real quick. So I am gathering signatures, shall we say, for increased wages of bouncers and bodyguards. Would you mind signing this?
Oh, yeah, no question. He, like, snatches the quill out of your hand. His pinky touches your hand for one brief moment, and then he puts his name on that scroll.
And what is his deepest, darkest secret?
Ooh. Okay. Jimothy. Oh, Jimothy.
Timothy's deal.
Jimothy. Jimothy's deal, I think, as he grabs the quill, you can it's almost like hushed whispers the whole time that he's scribing onto the parchment, and it's like he starts doing the shape of his name, and then it just goes into like a small paragraph. And I think his deepest, darkest secret.
Like a slightly tamed back version of it would be that he's like a brony or some shit.
He loves centaurs.
He's confused about why so many kids are here, but there's so much My Little Pony decor. It's very obviously
Little
a
Centaur.
children's party, and he's like,
No,
"Why are
yeah.
there so many kids here?"
He really loves centaurs. He has a centaur sona. It's bordering on cultural appropriation at this point.
Definitely.
Would he be
Definitely.
considered a furry?
Yeah, definitely has exclusively only dated centaurs to the point of like almost fetishizing. Problematic. as fuck.
His greatest wish is to have someone to be the other half of the centaur suit. Because right now it's just him and then like a limp, the limp back half of a centaur.
Yeah.
He needs someone to complete the centaur, like with him.
I love it.
Yep.
Atlas sees this
Cool.
being written down, and does he see that that's what's being written, or does he think he's actually writing his own name?
He thinks he's fully signing his own name.
Cool. So she'll read it as she's walking away and just mutter under her breath, "A furry."
He mutters under his breath, I should call Seabiscuit again. I miss Seabiscuit.
Oh,
Accordia just turns him
centaur.
down.
Oh,
Like,
the list
no.
keeps going. Ugh.
Yeah. Atlas, you get the sensation as you're holding the page that like something otherworldly was just fed with that information, whether for good or bad, but it's been fed.
I think I need to get more.
And I think it wipes clean.
As we enter this party, I reach out and I just kind of pause for a moment looking around at all these kids running around and also all these rich people who are like eating tea sandwiches and shit.
Yeah.
Look around and go, hey bruh, can you help me figure out where the most rancid vibes are here? I'm like talking to nothing because you're still at Margaritaville, but
Right, he's like ordering another margarita. He's like, I feel like I'm being reached out to.
bro, what's up?
Yo, oh, hey, cool. I've never done this before. How's it going?
Never.
And said prayers before.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of
you leave
new.
him on red.
You in the position.
Yeah, normally I respond to prayers like 3 or 4 hours later and go, LOL, sorry, was on the waves. What's up?
Okay, where are the rancid vibes? Help us, clock.
Rancid vibes in the mansion. Okay, so like, as you may have heard from like your walking companion there, it's like a connection of gardens and houses. So you're like in the main house right now, right?
I believe so.
Listen, as with anything, the further in you get to something, the more rancid it gets. So I would, right now the vibe is pretty like chill in that house, I'd imagine. You see all the pictures of like the little ponies on there and the tea sandwiches and stuff. Yeah, keep going in. Further in.
Does that check out to you too?
But he's already started walking. He's gone. He's like halfway there.
The crowd parts before him.
Alice is enjoying all of the tea sandwiches. Little sandwiches and cake.
And technically, I'm there too, just kind of
Yes.
mixing in and around. But when you try to look and zero in on where Magtinda is, he seems to be all over the place, having conversations, like reviewing materials and the craftsmanship of things, and starting to facilitate deals. So he's kind of all over if you ever need him. But
This 2-year-old's
ever-
party is the birth of many a great deal.
and Magtinda is right beside you as you say that, and he says, "Yeah, this is not for the child. This is for connection. But if you three decide to disrupt what's going on here, blessings will flow."
Poor kid. Okay.
Disrupt, you say?
Yes, the children, leave them alone, but these people can go.
Yeah, they
How
suck.
clear.
Enjoy the party. And Magtinda's gone.
What is up, motherfuckers and fatherfuckers and all other parent fuckers? It's me, your GM Grant, here to talk to you about things that are cool, as I so frequently do, because if I don't, who will? I want to first introduce you to a brand spanking new upcoming D&D 5e podcast called Magnificence.
All there ever is, all there ever was, and all there ever will be is the Empire. Thus stated by the noble House Shroudmore, not as a statement to affirm their belief in themselves as rulers of the Kierfell's Empire, but given as an undeniable truth that no citizen, no matter their loyalties, can deny. Our empire is a land of dark forces, both man-made and arcane, surrounded by a great wall of black, roiling smog, imprisoning all within. Many have tried to understand it, decipher it, conquer it, but none have succeeded. It is because of this mystery that the borders of this world begin and end at the Empire. Now the winds become harsh and cold to welcome the embrace of winter, and a strange funeral summons those of all loyalties to Seer's mourning. The funeral pyre is lit, and with it, the tension between wolf and crown sparks into a raging inferno that can only end in bloodshed. Whether it be 6 bodies or 6,000, the blaze shall consume them all. All there ever is, all there ever was, and all there ever will be.
Now, doesn't that just sound like the feel-good podcast of the summer? I am so excited for Magnificence to come out. I am not much of a high fantasy guy, as you can probably tell by my whole vibe. But Magnificence, just from the gate, has been really hyping up this incredibly dramatic story, these really cool characters. The cast looks amazing. I'm so excited to see what they bring to the table. So make sure you are seated at full attention this Friday. Next, our old pals at Tales of Yavard.
A small ship rides the salt-laden wind across the sea.
The sound of waves striking the side of the vessel echo from below.
This ship, though small, carries with it the potential to change the world as we know it.
If the crew can overcome their demons, that is.
Tales of Yavard is an actual play podcast using the brand new Mythcraft system developed by Quasi-Real Publishing.
The first campaign, The Sea's Tale, follows our heroes struggling against pirates, mercenaries, and crime families as they seek to discover the truth of a terrible attack.
The secrets they may uncover on this journey will bring them closer to that truth, but the cost may be greater than any of them know.
Listen wherever you get your podcasts and find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok under Tales of Yavard Pod.
Tales of Yavard, old friends of ours, doing really great stuff in the Mythcraft system over there. Equal parts high adventure, epic fun stuff, and also mixing it with just like really stupid fucking humor. It's right up your alley if you're the kind of person who's looking for a show that has the vibe of a really nice D&D podcast but is trying an actual different cool system. Go check them out. Last but certainly not least, our friends at An Unwavering Force.
For 1,000 generations, the Jedi were the peacekeepers of the Republic. And slowly, as time does to all, that meaning began to erode away. Peacekeepers became enforcers, then politicians, then generals, the beacons of war. Then, in an instant, the order was destroyed, leaving a tyrannical empire in its place. Those in touch with the Force were pressured into hiding, with fear of being indoctrinated into the Empire or die trying to stop it. This is where our story begins. Follow those still in tune with the Force as they navigate a galaxy that wants them gone. An Unwavering Force, a Star Wars story. You can find us wherever podcasts are listened to.
If you like Star Wars and Pathfinder and excellent storytelling and diverse casts and gay shit, you've got to be listening to An Unwavering Force. They're really cool. One of the better Star Wars stories in the galaxy, I want to say. Like, better than some of the stuff that's been coming out for Star Wars from Star Wars. So please check them out. We love the guys at Unwavering Force. Big fans of ours. Good friends of ours. Give them a listen, would ya? And now I return you to the sheer madness of Pantheon.
I'll paint a scene here for you. So you've got like this main entryway, like you said, many a deal get made. Any type of room you can imagine is littered around here. This is in the Greek imagination. Before we realize that stairs could go up, so everything is kind of this horizontal shaped. It's hallways, it's corridors, it's columns. There's connecting buildings. There's a large garden area. There's a large pool area. Various rooms that have all manners of things in them. You could be looking for a library. You could be looking for whatever the ancient Greek equivalent of like a bowling alley is. Little basketball courts here and there. Rooms that are perpetually locked. Do not go in there. Just anything you can think of is around here. This is the house party. You have a seemingly infinite amount of rooms, a lot of people, and a big weirdo to go catch and find. I turn it over to you to go hunting.
Amongst these rooms, where are the most drunk adults?
Oh, the pool, right?
Gotta be the pool.
Ooh. Listen, I think as you're like contemplating this, you can start picking up like the whispers of other conversations around you, and you feel a bit of Grimora's presence.
Excellent. Darling, should we go visit the pool? See what other secrets we can find?
I didn't bring a swimsuit, but sure.
I wasn't talking to you, but sure, you can come with.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, you don't have to. The invitation's open, though.
Yeah, I'll go over here.
Okay.
Have fun, though.
Cool. All right.
I think she might need some assistance getting out of a situation if she says something offensive to the wrong person, so maybe we should trail behind?
Me? Say something offensive to rich people being a rich person? Never.
Honestly,
I didn't mean for her to hear that.
I didn't mean for her to hear a trombone sounds in the background, like wah, wah, wah.
I think as Atlas kind of takes off towards the pool, like very in their element and triumphant, Eloise, you feel Accordia's presence like come around you a little, like twirl around you on a wind, and on the staff that you carry, some like small little golden bells appear on the top, and it will. Magic items in a game and we're really just shooting from the hip is weird because I don't know if it's broken. I'll add a number of charges to it.
No such thing.
But when people hear the bell, they will be kind of charmed and more willing to talk to you and give you information.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like where some not fun people might be.
Awesome.
I will tell you, Mariah, the rules to Pantheon are fluid, have kind of a flux vibe to them, so the magic item can be flavored however you want. It can just work. You can require a dice roll, any die you want. It's whatever speaks to you.
No,
Yes.
It just works. Like,
Cool.
People are just more like a little primed with the sound of that bell to give you information that you would like to have.
Okay.
'Cause it brings up good memories for them, and so they feel nice and social.
I like that.
Nice.
I like that. These like chiming bells just making the party just a little more lighthearted as strolling through. I think like I did bring up the idea of the pool. I did not expect Atlas to be like, "Oh yes, I'm going there. Then you can do whatever you'd like. I'm going to the pool that you mentioned." I'm like, "Okay,
You didn't
girl."
think a rich person would steal your idea?
That is also true.
But I thought of it.
That's right. It was all me.
And that seems to be the vibe. You know what? She really is fitting in here. I think. Oh goodness. What's Timothy thinking? I need to marinate in this now that I have a little bit more sway.
Timothy has walked over to like the bar and has just started talking to people. Like he does it all the time. he seemed very antisocial most of the time, but now he's just like and he's drinking and he's like, yes, I heard about this guy. Yeah, he's just talking.
As Timothy is like drinking at the bar, you call for another drink from the bartender, and Magtinda is like behind the bar and turns around and says, "Yeah, is it usually just the wine, or what can I get you?"
Always wine.
Great, man. This vintage is fantastic. The farmers treat their people really well, so I'm gonna pour you that, and hopefully that can get you where you need to go.
Like some sort of like.
Yeah, as you like sip this like dark red wine, toss it back, and you look at the bartender. It's not Magtinda anymore. It's just like the bartender, and you feel like the next time you make a roll, it will give you the maximum number on that roll.
Hot damn.
Hell yeah.
Great time.
You just feel very imbibed, very empowered. Yeah, a sip of ambrosia, so to speak.
That's sick from like a commerce god, like that it's a numbers thing. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that every
all my
minor god
blessings.
just like picked a player like you get a thing.
You're mine now.
Yeah.
You're my baby.
You're my toy.
You're coming home with me.
Yeah.
You're coming home with me.
We may be chosen of the god of chill vibes, but we all know he doesn't make the real decisions around here.
One knows who the real boss is here.
I'm like back
It's
at the
Grimoire.
table like reading a menu. I'm like, what do you think of the ceviche? Is the ceviche any good?
Good. It's good.
I know it's like a
Never
chain
even
restaurant.
gotten close to raw fish.
Yeah,
Mara's like,
it's-
I do not eat. I subsist on drama alone.
So no one's tried the ceviche is what I'm hearing.
I've tried it. It's good, but I make sure you have lots of lemon on it. Olives too.
Oh,
Would be good.
okay.
Yeah.
The god of fish and cattle is just sitting there in a corner crying.
Sorry, Jason.
It's alright, man. It's okay.
Jason, he of the heifer.
You have the heifer.
He have the heifer
granddaughter.
and cattle.
We should probably take that off the menu.
Here's what I think. I'm going to go around with these bells, and nobody here gives a shit about the children. And I think that's very frustrating to me. Because to me, even though this kid is like 2, this is the kid's party. What the fuck are you guys doing? So I think Eloise is going around and trying to find the birthday person. We haven't determined if it's a son or a daughter yet.
I keep forgetting
But I
that you're
think-
a 60-year-old lady. Okay.
Going around and with this blessing, people are a little more willing to be like, oh yeah, that's right, where is the birthday kid? I did bring a card with a gift card to Toys R Us. Right, where is the kid?
As you look around, you see the parents holding 2 children, twins. Theodore and Neha are sitting in their arms. And as you kind of like approach, you notice that they're super protective of their children. They don't let people touch them. They don't let people get near them. It's more like you pay homage and then get the fuck out. But it's got a little bit more extreme than that. They don't even let people get it within a certain range or distance. So they're very protective.
Now
of
this is
others in that sense.
interesting. Because Veracles believes he is the father.
Veracles believes he's
And-
the father.
Neither of these parents are Veracles, correct?
Correct.
No.
Interesting.
I will say a lot of people have brought their children here as like a collective celebration, but Veracles, being the prolific child support over that he is, there's a concern in his head, you know?
Eloise, I think as the thought occurs to you, you start looking around and you're noticing that like many of these kids have the same eyes or similar hair color or just the same stature.
Yeah, same
Same
complexion.
nose, like
Yeah.
You
So the
hear an
birthday
adult go
twins
like,
are
"Why
the
does-"
only ones who aren't Veracles, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you hear like an adult in passing
Yeah.
talking to someone else, being like, "Have you ever noticed that like all of our kids' faces kind of suck a little bit?"
Yeah.
What What
Yeah.
a terrible thing to say.
There's a small child in a corner, like talking to another child, like far too loudly for anybody's comfort, saying like, "Yeah, my mommy went on a play date with Pericles and came back real itchy and had to go to a healer."
Then there's another
dear.
kid that's kind of like running around, just punching people at the back of their knees, just so they like buckle for a second.
Oh my god. The harsh vibes. They're hereditary.
There's
That'd have
probably
been
a couple of
hilarious,
them running around and like open mouth cough.
Yeah.
Tongue all the way out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I worked pediatrics medicine for a year. Don't remind me.
I think you see, because the kids do all look quite similar, you see like one set of parents, like they go and they grab a child, like they're about to leave, and then they turn the child around and it's clearly not their child. So they've gotten like halfway across the room, and then like they just sort of set that kid down and like pat them on the head and go and turn. And then the couple that is holding kids, you see like the mom kind of like turn more and like cut her eyes at her husband, like what the fuck is going on here?
I think the longer you kind of look and observe these children, the more their faces and their postures and their bodies start to become more and more similar. You think it's maybe the drink or the atmosphere or the vibes, but there is something happening that is amalgamating all these children into the obnoxious one.
The obnoxious one with capital letters.
Into the
Right.
alpha child.
Into an alpha child.
They behave mind.
Not the alpha child.
The
Can
dominant.
we,
Alpha
can
is
we end it there?
is that a furry
I was like,
thing?
It's more
Yeah.
like
Oh
a-
no! Oh dear! See, this is concerning because the number of people who suck here is increasing exponentially because not all of these children have single mothers, and it seems like the dads are a little confused about what's going on too.
You see like two dads talking, and like one's holding a kid, and then looks at the kid the other dad is holding, and he goes, I think this one's yours actually.
And they just trade.
They just
Yeah,
swapped.
just swap kids. Why are they all two? Why are all of our kids turning two at the same time?
This is making horrible implications, dear lord.
All the more reason for castration.
Getting along.
Truly,
It's for the good of society.
Honestly,
I feel like there is a menace. The vibes are becoming more and more menacing up in
I've
here.
always said that Game Master Monday at its heart is a passion play and a morality play, so really we're doing the right thing.
Like that time that we murdered Merlin and stole his power.
Yeah. The moral there was don't be a wizard.
Or, you know.
So yeah, you see all these kids, they're all starting to blend together. There's a sinister air around. Everyone's kind of cluing
I
into the
feel
fact.
like I need backup. I'm going to find the other chosen ones. And I'll just like, if there's like a toddler that's just running around unsupervised, I will just shepherd's hook it and scoop it up and like bring it with me.
Using your bell.
this young girl and just be like, oh, you're turning 2 today as well. What's your name?
I turned 2 yesterday, actually.
Oh my
God.
gosh. I bet
Get
you
it
were born at
right.
11:59, weren't you?
I don't know. Who knows the time? Weirdo.
Okay. I am going to bring this sticky child directly to Atlas. Hopefully Timothy is also nearby.
I just ate a bug.
Really? What kind?
A blue one.
Blue bugs. Now those are rare.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to eat it. There shouldn't be any of them if I can't eat them.
That is
2-year-old.
incredible. A true delicacy. You should just make sure that those really brightly colored ones, so sometimes they might upset your tummy. That they're brightly colored to warn you.
For your information, it's not my tummy that hurts. My teeth are itchy, okay?
Your teeth are itchy. Now that's
Yeah.
interesting. Oh, Atlas, there you are.
I ate a bug.
Oh, gross.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Brother.
Brother.
Why do you have a child? Brother, ew.
She grabbed me and brought me here, okay?
This is
Oh, I am Tamantha.
This is Tamantha, and Tamantha is 2 years and 1 day old.
Congratulations, I guess.
Thank you. It was really hard.
That's what I'm gonna say when my birthday rolls around this year.
Do it.
Yeah, Samantha's just kind of like blinking slowly, like one eye at a time, and she's like, my teeth are getting even itchier.
I think number 1, Tamantha might need a healer, but number 2, Tamantha.
Only heal people like
you know.
I am handing you the child. I am handing you the child. You have no choice.
No, she doesn't even like. Just puts her hands up like
Great.
So,
piggyback.
So Atlas, as you put your hands up, the scroll that you've been given by Grimoire.
Don't take it away from me.
No, it falls down onto the ground.
Okay.
Threatening God.
So it's right there.
I was gonna be so mad.
And then a swarm of children start to draw on it. And
Oh no!
They start drawing and they start writing all the things that like, oh, I don't think my dad is my dad. I like looking at the sun. You know, the taste of ash is really nice. I like to put it in my milk. Like just all of these things. And then as you like look at this like scrawling mess, it actually looks like insanity on a paper. You start to see a thread, similar phrases starting to appear. And saying he owes them. He owes them. He owes them again and again. The debt needs to be collected again and again and again and again.
I think in partnership with like the Whispers of the Wind of Accordia and Grimoire, you start hearing like specifically Atlas because you have Mo's blessing and you're seeing this get scrawled out. And Grimoire, her voice gets carried by Accordia to you. If you want to find him, you just need to show everyone the truth. Many eyes make things a lot easier.
So do I just like line up the children and say, look how weird they all are? Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. Darlings, I had a really good idea.
I like ring the bell and start hurting the children.
What's Timothy doing right now? Like Timothy, like you like see your partners in crime surrounded by children, hurting them like fucking St. Patrick and the Snakes right now. Like
We're about to have the sickest game of Maury right now.
we're playing sardines.
There's like an egg hunt going on. Anyway, I'm chatting up Jonathan Joson on at the bar, and I'm like, yeah. So you heard this guy Veracles?
Yeah, Veracles. Yeah. No, he's a regular, I suppose. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know where he's at?
Yeah. No, he's usually taking a shit somewhere he shouldn't be. So I imagine he's actually in the pools somewhere. So that's where I would look.
It was a good idea. Okay, I'll be back. Oh, hey, I see you at poker.
Yeah, of course. You owe me, right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I'll cover for you. That'll be great.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get this payout real soon.
You emerge from the porch doors, and I'm just directing the biggest game of red light, green light with these 30 children.
Like a few of them are raised, and they're like, "What's a light?"
We're like lining them up, like, well, at least attempting to line them up, like when you try to get like puppies to sit down for a photo at the same time.
Maybe
but it's,
if
like,
we
that
tell
little
them to play
children.
Red Rover.
Ooh,
Another
be
kid
two
raises their
lines.
hand. What's red?
Rover.
What's Rover? Atlas said that in a mocking tone. Let's see. You've heard of the quiet game that, parents teach their children, but there's also statue. See who can hold still the longest.
I am like actively using the shepherd's hook to like hook a kid from getting out of from like getting into the pool as this is going on. Nope.
I think
somebody was pooping somewhere they weren't supposed to. Come on.
I think the bells are like helping you persuade.
They
these
are,
children, 'cause
yeah,
they're
like,
really, like
as-
Definitely.
As they ring, they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll go in here." Yeah, like they are.
Yeah, for
As
sure,
they're
for
being
sure.
hooked.
I'll just walk up and I'll go, if you can stay still, like my friend here said, then every other one of these kids owes you $5, the one who can stay still the longest.
Ooh, that's
They all freeze in
better.
place. Like, oh my god, yeah.
Okay, go get the parents.
Hello, parents.
Hmm?
Everyone's childrens are missing.
Are you just screaming around the house for any parent?
Yeah. Wait, no, I shouldn't. No, that was probably the wrong way to go about that. I know how to talk to adults, but not to adults about children.
I got it. You ready?
Yes, please.
Hey, somebody's kid is taking a shit in the pool.
You hear a choir of "God damn it!" come out of the house.
Because every single one of these kids sucks.
Yeah.
Exasperated sighs.
Also, I found out that Veracruz is probably taking a shit in the pool too.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
I've been thinking shitting somewhere they shouldn't be.
Oh.
It's genetic,
That's
apparently.
gross.
A wave of parents started coming through, like all sorts of doors in various states of sober and not sober, dressed and undressed. Everyone was kind of coming here for certain business connections. Two guys are still shaking hands all the way here for some reason, not necessary, and they're all just like kind of in the courtyard here, staring at their kids and staring at the pool, and they're like, "Nah." Well, one of them just walks up and says, "Now, wait a minute. Now I know what a kid shitting in the pool looks like, and none of these kids are in the pool."
But you know who is?
Will you please step forward, Dickacles? Oh wait, no, that's not his name.
A guy named Dickacles steps forward. They're like, "Yeah."
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
You're too tall. Veracles of Noxious.
So you're calling for Veracles of Noxious to please come forward, and the crowd goes silent. No one knows where Veracles is in this little group because he's not among them. They're all looking around to see if he's there, and they're like,
Oh, we did say something about children pooping in pools, and he would not come down for that.
But now we have the numbers to help us for these people
Tell them
can
there's-
see the truth.
We could announce that there's a giveaway for debt. Forgiveness.
I'm just going to tell all of them that, like, Veracles is the father of 98% of these children. I'm saying this very loudly so all the parents hear it.
But it would be funnier if we stood him next to the children so they could all see.
You're right, that is funnier. But I just said that very loudly.
Oh, Atlas matched your tone, absolutely, and was also yelling it.
We're having this whole conversation in front of everyone.
And from Accordia, because with the bells, I think like that does go over well on this anthem.
I have something for all of you parents to sign later that's all about collecting child support. There's going to be a problem with you couples over here, because that child does not look like its dad. Well, supposed.
So Magtinda is just kind of hanging out, just reviewing his papers, and he takes out a new one, feels like it's recently minted, and says, "Well, this shouldn't be here. Let's see, Veracles. It's the guy, the target. He's made a new deal. What are the terms?" And he continues to look, and he says, "Oh. Veracles has signed a contract for power. I think you should bring your chosen back.
We can have like a little meeting.
Maybe. The problem is the curse is really powerful. He's made a deal with multiple contractors. I think this is a dangerous situation." And as you kind of look, Veracles starts to kind of pop out of the water. But he's kind of not.
I knew he was shitting in the pool. I
himself.
knew it.
He's in this like pool of brown and green that is emanating from him, and he's starting to like slowly rise up from the center of this pool. It's not tall enough for him to be standing there. And in your vision, all these children start to blend even more so and become more disfigured and strange, and their faces and necks start to elongate. And suddenly Veracles looks at the twins and he says, I need to pay my debt, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of this. But God damn it, I'm gonna pay my debt. Okay. Do as you will.
Like, Jason, did you do a thing to the guy I was trying to get rid of just because we were eating the ceviche?
Jason's like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think Accordia's like, we could just kill him.
Children actually start to melt away the figures that you see, and it becomes this like Hydra-esque of all of these Veracles heads that start to kind of connect back to this central figure. And he says, I need the twins, man. Just give me the twins.
No, thanks. That's a bit weird. You can kill those twin adults over there, though.
He does it.
Oh, no, wait, don't you... Oh, wait, that... Oh.
Their heads are popped. It's like, no, not these twins. Damn it.
Alright, here we go. I pull off the giant shield off of my back that I had this whole time. And I just go, everybody behind me.
Perfect.
And then I charge towards him.
Heroes, I need you to pull out your D20s. So, except for you, Timothy, you get to go first because you initiated combat. Everyone else, you can roll a D20 to see what order you'll go in. Ross, since you're playing the big bad, you can go ahead and roll a D20 as well.
Oh, I'm playing the big bad? Nice.
You volunteered.
Yeah. Let's
the
do
voice
it.
you came up with for this guy killed me.
Well, Mariah and Ale play the parents. Who's gonna play the dads and who's gonna play the moms?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, the part of the effect of Grimora's stuff is, like, now that Veracles is out, like, all the fathers started to whisper to each other as they're seeing him side by side with their children, and they put two and two together. So now you have an army of angry dads ready to beat the shit out of this man.
Yeah, I feel like the moms are similar of like the moms that Grimora summoned earlier. Of like, these are a lot of single mothers. It's like, now that they've seen this man, like, no, it's so we have the war of the parents as well.
Hell yeah, I love this. Let's do this.
Yeah, the champions have troops essentially to deal with all these Hydra heads, but you gotta get to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna give everyone something fun to do here. So Ale, Mariah, you also go ahead and roll D20s. Ale, you'll be playing every dad. And Mariah, you'll be playing every mom.
Hello, M Daddy.
Alright, Timothy, you got first dibs on this guy. You pulled out the sword and shield. You absolutely had the whole time. What do you do to this guy?
It's a charge attack, and I'm trying to knock him far away from where his goal is. So that's the goal. I'm not sure if it does damage, but it will push him.
Let's find out. Roll a D10 for me. In this game, you roll a D10 to determine if you'll land the hit. Even numbers are hits, odd numbers are misses.
You get a free critical from your item too.
Yeah, I got the next
That's
roll
right.
I make is max, so it's a 10.
You get a 10 automatically. I'm gonna say it's a critical thing, so we're gonna say it does do damage. You can roll a D4 times 2 against this guy.
Oh, lovely. Oh well, let me tell you something. That's a whopping 2 damage because I rolled a 1.
Amazing.
Cool.
2.
Veracles, you take 2 damage from a guy charging right at you. How do you react?
As you do that, this like amalgam of snake-headed children and this really terrible person in the center, you get a clean hit on Veracles, and you actually knock him back a few steps, and it's just far enough to disconnect some of these Hydra heads. And as they disconnect, the children return back to normal. And as you look at them, they just resemble Veracles a little bit, but not in the same kind of creepy, identical manner as before. And they are kind of shocked and out of sorts, and they run into the house to kind of get away from the situation.
One of the dads is like looking at the kid running across, like, hey, his nose changed. Now he has my nose.
Yeah. And you hear a screech, a deep and terrible scream from beneath the pool.
Perfect.
That's it.
Okay. Next up, we've got Eloise.
See, here's the concern: is we were going for castration, but this entire time I have not had a bladed weapon, so that's just not going to happen. So
And improvise.
If you have sheep, you have shears. So
I mean, there's probably sharp objects around.
absolutely.
More than one way to castrate a creep.
I think it's funnier to just push him into the pool. And
To put it bluntly, you mean there's blunt weapons.
But yeah, I am going to just also charge in with my rook. I think I am going to try and like catch as many necks in the hook, like it's a crochet hook, trying to get all the 15 loops of yarn you have her.
Yeah.
Shout out our crochet fans out there. Roll a d10 for me.
I only knit. I don't crochet. I've been knitting this whole time. Okay, I've got a 4 on the d10. Even numbers are hits and odd numbers are misses.
Even numbers are hits, so that does hit.
Yeah.
Roll a single d4 for me.
Yeah. That is also a 1. God damn it.
Wowie zowie. Okay.
We're doing great, you guys.
So, like, listen, your goal is to yoink a few children away from this guy, get them back to safety. Like, it's very clear that hitting this guy isn't, like, harming the children at all. You're just eliminating Veracles' legacy, if you will. So, like, listen, it's not the amount of children you would have wanted to pull out. Maybe a little disappointed by the number, but it isn't 0. And, like, a kid pops out, his eyes look, better, less sucky. and he's just like, whoa, I no longer want to, like, kick sand in kids' faces. This feels great. I can be a doctor now. And he runs into the house.
I have a future.
Nice is cool.
I've experienced higher consciousness.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for every mom.
Okay. I think all of the moms are just gonna pick up various stones and just stone this man.
Hell yeah.
So.
Hell yeah.
Roll 20 d10s.
That's a 2. So it's a hit.
2's hit. Roll a d4.
That's a 3.
Yeah, these moms kick this guy's ass.
Feminine rage.
Hell yeah.
Feminine rage. Listen, sometimes I like to paint the scene, do a nice real world descriptor, make it real for everyone, but I'll just fucking say it. You throw these rocks with the same ferocity of 30 mothers would do so to an evil ex. It fucking hurts. So many kids pop out of this thing like popcorn, and they just start like skittering on the lawn, landing on their feet like cats. Their features improving dramatically. They no longer have these weird evil auras about them. They have hopes and dreams now, and they all start running to the moms and grabbing their legs.
The skittering children is incredibly uncanny valley, and I love it. Because I feel like they landed, like, on 4s and were, like, quadruped for a little bit before they fully transformed.
Yeah, some of the kids are like, okay, that was a weird thing for me to do. I no more being weird like that. I need to get it together.
Damn well these kids ran up the stairs on all 4s.
Isn't that that's just normal?
You gotta get that low center of gravity.
We're okay with running up the stairs like a dog. We're not okay with running around the lawn like you're a Silent Hill character.
Like you're from The Grudge, yeah. That's less okay.
Alright, every dad is up next.
I think every dad, with the rage of realizing they've been cucked, will do the Henry Cavill, like, loading up the fist and then just start wailing on this man.
Love it.
Hell yeah, roll a d10.
Okay, I got a 6, so we hit.
6 hits, roll a d4.
If I could grab my d4.
I believe in you.
That is a 1.
Oh, the curse
1
is back.
damage.
Women stay doing the most damage.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
Yes.
the women were creative in their problem solving. They did something that didn't require touching the weird sea creature from the bottom of the gross
I think they
pool.
were like, my answer is violence. However, the weird deformed faces of my children are getting in the way,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to just
Right.
hit the man.
In typical dad fashion, they just kind of do like the bare minimum here. So they get in there, like a dad or two, like finds their specific kid and pulls them out. And
Yeah.
it's like, all right, well, I'm done.
I like how
Everybody
my
else's kids.
60-year-old grandmother is doing the same amount of damage as 30 dads combined.
Yeah, that feels right.
she
The
is.
chosen.
Women are
she is.
amazing.
100%.
Chosen grandmother.
Good for her.
Good for her.
What a queen.
And that brings us to Atlas.
So, Atlas doesn't want to get her hands dirty, nor is she like she's a healer. She doesn't really fight, but she sees like the animosity from all these rich moms and is like, okay, maybe I do want a piece of it.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see what I can do here. And she goes through her coin purse. And what she's gonna do is, so she's a healer. She's got like things in her satchel, potions and other things that she can use, mostly to just throw at people. And there are some vials of poison, and she's gonna coat some of the coins in poison and ninja star them at this guy.
Love it.
Just straight to the throat. Just
Hey, minor god of vengeful pettiness, do you want to give any kind of poison advantage?
Ooh!
Oh yeah, 100%. It's fueled by the rage.
Feminine rage.
Feminine rage. Yes. That now that the truth has been unveiled, and it's time for petty vengeance to be enacted. So yeah, you do. I'm gonna say you can roll 2d4s and add the total,
Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Assuming you hit, of
Okay.
course.
assuming you hit.
Well, I should because it's an 8.
Hell yeah. Yep, roll the 2d4s as your god has commanded you.
2d4s. Yes, ma'am. Yes, mother. Okay, 4, 8.
Hell yeah.
So I just rolled 2 8s. Yay!
Let's fucking go. So yeah, you poison this guy. He starts sweating children. Like just kids peeling off of this guy. Amazing
A
what you
healer,
can
but
do. A healer, but I mean, in a way, healing the kids. So like
Yeah.
a good amount.
She didn't take an oath.
The most children come off this guy. Like he's very clearly losing a key source of his power. These kids are all peeling off, running into the house, running back to their moms, looking longingly at the pool because they're still kids. They love the pool, but then being like, maybe after that guy is taken care of, and just like returning to the safe umbrellas of their parents' arms. Which then brings us to Vericles Obnoxious. So I'll let you know, Vericles, you've got 4 health left.
4 health. Okay.
Yeah, and I left it to mention that I can generate health for the monsters, and it's rolling a d8 and timesing it by 4, so that's where you're at.
Okay, that sounds good. I think he'll do a two-stage attack. So he'll do something to set up, give everybody a chance to take an action, and then he'll go, or at least maybe one action in between. So as he's starting to like lose his composure, he's starting to return back to his normal human form, as obnoxious and as annoying as he is. And then he looks down at the pool and says, I'm trying my best here, man. I'm doing my best. Wait, you just do whatever you need. I need these debts gone, my dude. So you take whatever you need, and then it's it. It's cool, okay? Okay? And as he says that, these giant teeth start to appear out from the bottom of the pool. They peek past the surface and start to encircle him. For those familiar, I'm not sure who would be. Maybe Timothy. You've like heard of these stories, but
He's been around.
He's been around. It's a
Seen
Charybdis.
something.
Yeah, which is
oh, that killed my husband.
yeah, it is at least
Tragic.
something that has found its way to this place and is trying to gain power. And as Vericles says, just take whatever you need, man. the Charybdis breathes in really deeply, and Veracles suddenly starts to do the same. And it's like his body is expanded into a balloon and starting to point towards all of the champions. It seems like he's setting up some sort of like air-based sonic attack. Is there anything that somebody would like to do to prepare? Because this will go off.
Cordia, put that bitch on mute.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think-
shit!
I think Accordia does literally just take his voice from him.
Absolutely.
Ursula.
Love it. And Veracles unleashes what he believes is all of this air. The Charybdis is known to be a typhoon and a whirlpool, a storm. So he unleashes what he thinks is a storm, and all that comes out is a breeze. And he looks down, and he tries to say something, but his annoying rat voice doesn't come out. And he looks at the three of you, unsure what to do next.
I'm going to pray. So I'm gonna hold my shield out in front of me, and I'm gonna say, "Okay, first time. All right, God of Commerce. Hello, is this thing on? Hello?
I'm always here, man. What can I do?
Okay. I will give up my ability to attack for the rest of this combat if you allow me to trap this man in a place where it'll, like a tunnel of some sorts, like a choke point.
You want... I can just put him away somewhere. But I'll need your ability to attack, period.
Okay, I'll give it up.
So just to clarify, you cannot lay hands and cause violence from here till the end of your days.
Can I stop violence?
Oh, no.
Can I still defend?
You can defend. You can be a wall.
Worth it.
Excellent. And as you say that, the strength from your arms and legs disappear. You're still as tough and bulletproof as before, but it just feels like the impetus and motivation to hurt others just kind of evaporates. And it feels like it evaporates from your skin and out of your blood, and this rain starts to fall down onto the pool. And something kind of unusual happens. The pool starts to flood and overflow. But rather than overflowing onto the ceramic and tile around, it just continues to build and build into this tower of water. And it pulls the Charybdis out, and you see this giant snake-like creature that is using its tongue as a hand, holding Veracles as a puppet. And this like amalgamated chimera-esque creature is now in this funnel of water, and as he tries to slam against the edges of this pillar, can't. How does everybody know to me that this is you, that this is your kind of doing? Is there any like signature look to it, or something that makes it yours?
I think there's like this glow emanating from Timothy. There's probably gold, because God of Commerce, hello.
The glowing warmth of commerce.
And it's just like he's standing there with his shield, and you can see him he's whispering something as this whole thing is going on.
And everyone here is in very kind of a whisper. Magtinda says to Timothy, trade has been accepted. And do you want to just get rid of this thing?
Yeah.
Great.
That'd be so nice, I think.
Yeah. So Magtinda kind of like appears beside you and says, "Oh, great. This will do for my collection." And Magtinda just grabs the edge of the water and pulls it into a bag. was fun. As you look around, like it kind of is normal. It's as if all of this was happening in another layer of perception and presence. The people around are confused. They acted. They did things. These children were in danger, but you're back where you were before. The music swells and the smell of food comes back, and you're back at this party.
Loosieus is at the he's invented turntables. He is standing like just like DJing everything, has a huge pair of headphones on, and like he like pushes a button, the music keeps playing, and he steps down from there and he pulls the three of you in, and he's like, wow, that was intense. I didn't think there was gonna be a big sea monster in the pool. That's rad. Way to go, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary. Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We normally try to, like, hide the presence of, like, multi-dimensional beasts from you mortals, but shit happens.
Oh, I didn't mean that. He shit in the pool.
Oh, right. He, like, snaps his fingers and, like, a single turd floats out of the pool. He
it was just the one.
Into space.
You should have just made him eat it, but, you know, whatever.
Oh, I think what you three are gonna do to him is a lot more deserving than me making him eat his own shit. And then, like, he, like...
Especially now that I know that whirlpool snake bitch is in on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a talk with Jason about that, but, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I am gonna leave you all with the target, and just between you and me, I didn't see anything. And then he vanishes, and standing behind him in the puff of smoke he leaves behind is the shitty body, the no longer blessed by an evil creature, just like the worm of a man, Veracles Obnoxious.
Look, anyone would do what I did if you were in my position.
Quiet.
Okay.
Quiet. Oh, I'm gonna take his tongue first, and then they all just take bits and pieces of it.
Yeah,
I need that.
Accordia is like, oh yes, yes, yes.
As this is all going on, I'm just kind of wishing we could have it over with. I step outside the party and I go, hey, bro.
Yo.
What's up? You forgot to pay Timothy.
Oh, fuck.
Timothy, why don't you have some fun with the man?
Well,
She has no idea.
I kind of can't hurt people anymore because of that last thing. Actually, I've noticed I wanted to punch him a long time ago, but not anymore. Actually, I don't feel the need to.
Do you want me to do it for you? Tell me what you want and I'll do it.
Well,
in regards to this particular instance.
I don't know. Just do what you want.
That's not helpful.
Do you want some more fuel for the fire, Atlas?
Yes.
If you want another blessing, all I ask is you reconsider who your god is.
Timothy hears a similar kind of sentiments. You know, that was really cool. I think we can do business. Just think about it, okay? And as Magtinda's like talking, a server kind of like bumps into you, and they get like repelled. So it seems like the blessing. Yeah, even though like you can't attack, your defense has become legendary.
An attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been reverse Midas.
Yeah.
Can't touch anything.
Like I maxed out my defense or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Grimward,
I think
do you want to be my goddess instead?
I mean, I feel Lucius offered you no aid, but I was there for you at every turn, no?
That is so right.
I think we can do lovely business together. And she'll
Deal.
hold out a hand, and you'll get 3 runes that are converging on each other on your hand as a sign of her favor.
Stunning. I cannot wait to see what we come up with together.
Eloise, I think you hear someone think of who's like, I like that you prioritize the children, and your general life at home seems so lovely. Would you care to walk together?
The thing about being chosen is I wasn't given. That it wasn't an ask. It was a hey you. Yes, absolutely. I would love to.
Kind of a dick move to just summon people out of a whole lot that they have.
And also barely answer prayers.
We fade away from the three of you all talking. We go back to the Margaritaville-esque temple. We see Lucius by himself finally placing an order. And he's like, all right, cool. I am just going to keep having margaritas. I won't order any food today. I think I'll be fine. And then he kind of spins around in his chair, overseeing everything. And he's like, I am pretty sure that everything went exactly my way today and nothing bad will ever happen to me.
There's storm clouds appear on the horizon as these three minor gods start to gather their
As his
champions.
power is slowly withering away.
Yeah.
Good, because that's a perfect place to end Pantheon.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Thank you all so much for playing here today. What a delightful story about taking accountability.
Yeah.
Pantheon is a wonderful game created by our friends over at Harpoon Gun. You can check them out over at harpoon-gun.itch.io. A marvelous game. A great thing to throw a bunch of people who just love causing shit into a room for. Thank you all for joining me here today. I'm going to just give you all a brief moment here. Ale, where can we hear more of you and Mariah?
Yeah, you can hear a ton of us over at our podcast Table Talk, as Mariah mentioned before. Literally everywhere that you consume podcasts, we can be found there. You can find us on all our socials at Table Talk RPG. And if you liked watching us play, we are also part of an actual play called Fade Dark Eclipse over at Boss Jellybean's Twitch channel.
It's really good. It's really good. Friend of the show, Boss Jellybean Janelle. On, where can we hear more of you?
Yeah, you can find me pretty much everywhere on socials as Anduin, Aundawyn. And yes, that does sound like the River Anduin from Lord of the Rings, correct. Lord of the Rings is part of my personality, but I am most active on Threads. That's where you will find me, as well as I'm the creator of the TTRPG channel Roll D5, ROLE D5, where we are specializing in playing indie TTRPGs. But you can also find me a couple random one-shots here and there, but I am now in 2 campaigns. One is Vampire the Masquerade with Aaron, which is over on the TTRPG Collective, Ain't Got Crit. And the other one is on now, it used to be called the Evandale Twitch channel, but it is now Vox and Quill, where we are doing a gothic horror fantasy campaign, which by the time this airs, we'll probably have had 1 or 2 episodes by then.
Ooh.
Nice.
I am in 3 campaigns, which is on Tales of Initiative, which is every Friday night. And now I'm out of breath because I've spoken for too long.
We gave On too big of a platform.
You did.
Extell, where can we hear more of you?
Hello, Extell again. You can find me at Extrill the King on all the socials. Again, I'm staff at Alter Echo Archives, where I'm the social media manager. So that's me, not tweeting because they're not on Twitter anymore, but threadsing, and Instagramming, and blue skying. It's a great time. You can also find me on our staple show there, Empyrean Rising, where I play Jax, who's a chaotic warrior who needs no weapon and also Rise of Lightning. It's a cypher game. It's a great time. What else is there? Oh, I'm also in that vampire game with Aaron on the RPG Collective.
What's this vampire game?
I'm on the Camarilla side. It's a great time, and you'll see some cool stuff coming from me there as John. It's just a great time. You can also hire me to run games for you. I run a lot of vampires. What I'm known for is who I am. So yeah, start playing Extra the King. Check me out. It's a great time.
I will also be on that vampire show.
But yeah, Extra, really gifted game master, really fun player. Definitely check his stuff out and hire him for Christ's sake. Rosie, where can we hear more of you?
My name is again Rosalie. Please feel free to call me Rosie for short. My social media handles on every single website is Rosatyrs. That's ROSATYRS like Rosie, and then the little goat folk, and you smush them together and you get Rosatyrs. I am a cast member on Tabletop Tailspinners Network's D&D 5e campaign Magnificent, which is premiering this Friday. If you're listening to this the week it comes out, wherever you find podcasts. You can also find me on some of their upcoming episodes of Improv Madness, and you can also find me on Game Master Monday's stream mini-series starting next week, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. It is going to be a Monster of the Week campaign, jammed by the wonderful Lex. I am playing the Mundane, and I'm going to get in so much trouble. I'm very excited for it.
Our inaugural Game Master Monday Presents mini-series. We're very stoked for that one.
We've all made custom character sheets.
Yeah, I've been stalking that group chat.
Super hyped.
It's going to be a great time. I'm very excited about it. Last but certainly not least, Ross, where can we hear more of you, my friend?
Hello, my name's Ross. I'm the GM and co-host of Blades of Mayari, which is a Filipino-Canadian-led fantasy actual play podcast inspired by pre-colonial Filipino mythology. So if you're into Fate Core is our system. If you are interested in fantasy worlds that are not based in medieval England or a fantasized amalgamation of it, come check us out. I think you'll find something interesting. Also, I was on the cast of Apotheosis Janitors, which is another Game Master Monday show. Please check out the backlog. I
love when the guests plug my show. It makes me feel really good.
Listen to Sherwood. It was my first thing ever.
I love Blades of Mayari. I've made no secret of that. The best evidence I can give you of that show rules is, did you hear Ross come up with that fucking monster on the fly? Literally everyone in this chat mouth agape watching a master at work. Please listen to Blades of Mayari. God damn. I'm Grant. I'm your usual game master here at Game Master Monday. You know where to find us, but hey, this was a great time. Thank you to Harpoon Gun for making this game. Thank you to everyone for playing it. And for those of you listening at home, we will see you next week on Game Master Monday Presents, and in 2 weeks on the pod proper. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
See ya. Grant, let's switch. I'm down, so you can play. I'm super down.
No, Ross, I am respecting the rules of the game. I appreciate you, but I am prepared.
Okay.
Look, we can edit this part out.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's true. You are God.
No one has to know.
I just adjust everyone speaking into the audio, and Ross is like, suddenly, I got a 24 somehow.
It's just an AI voice. I got a.
The only acceptable form of AI.
What did you roll?
I got a 700.
Yeah.